welcome back, guys. Welcome back to it. After a long, I think it was a deserved break, but it seems to not be as fruitful as much in relation to the biasedness of this podcast.
Okay, alright on that note.
In terms of the relation of us being biased
It didn't
and
favor
what
us.
happened during the international break. Man.
It didn't favor us.
No,
at
it's
all.
like just being stagnant, man.
Like say, I must just shout out to the people. Welcome to the most biased podcast in the land, but the most accurate football timeline. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know, guys. If you know, you know.
Which one are we starting with? Are we starting with the Bafana Bafana way?
Yeah. So I was saying, that this international break, it just made me realize that fuck, man, I love sports, man. And the way I love sports now, it's man. That day when Portugal messed up,
A lot of teams messed up that day.
That day, there was like a lineup, straight lineup of things that I was watching. Not only football, and it was like the teams that I support,
All of them.
and all of them were just getting fucked.
They went under the bus.
Man, the pain I felt, man. It didn't feel easy, man.
You were in pain.
I was thinking a lot. But anyways, we're gonna talk about some of those things.
So don't
We're
worry
gonna talk
about
about some
it.
of those things. We just talk about the boys,
So
man.
don't worry about it.
The boys.
The boys.
They're relevant again, man. After a long time. That man of Hugo Bros. Yeah, it's really came in here with some quality perfume and
Yeah, it's coming with.
bruh.
I wouldn't say
Bafana-
good performances, but
Yeah, it's not really good.
But results, when
I
you get
did
results.
watch the Ghana versus Bafana game. It was not only Bafana which were playing trash. It was also Ghana. They were playing shit. I was like, yo, African football.
but they won though.
Far. But you know how they won. Did
Ghana
you watch
won.
the match?
No, I didn't watch the match.
watched
I
the
only
match.
I only
They
watched
didn't deserve to
highlights.
win. That game was supposed to be draw. Okay, if you are that person, they do deserve to win. They didn't really deserve to win. Yeah. That thing was not a penalty, which is what the issue is currently. Yeah. So now Bafana SAFA, basically South African Football Association, they've lodged a complaint to FIFA to say we need a replay because the referee was clearly biased. Just like this podcast.
This
So
was
it's like myself and Max refereeing a United Liverpool game.
we know where it's going to go.
Emra, all those goals, Nasala was gonna be offside. Nigga, you offside. Exactly.
Except, but let's just relay the
Yeah,
matter to people who didn't watch the match, just like me. What happened in that game?
So what happened in the game? The game is it's literally a winner goes through.
Oh, okay.
You go through to the playoffs.
And the draw?
Because it's hard it's hard to qualify for FIFA when you're in Africa.
And
the
the draw
meant Bafana was going to go through it.
So Bafana
So Bafana
just
had
had
to
to
get a draw or a win. Well, that's what they had to get. Because a 1-0 loss took them out because they were not in a good space in terms of goals scored. Not really goal difference, goals scored. Which is fucked up, bruh. You go from head to head, which is what we use in KEF.
Yeah.
We use head to head. And then you go to goal difference. It's the same. So go head to head, you are 1-0 away, 1-0 home. So it's the same.
It's the same.
Goal difference, 4-4.
It's the same.
Now you go to goal scored, which now Ghana has 6, 7, I think 7. Bafana has 6.
Yo, that was
So
tight.
That's tight,
Tight,
bruh.
tight.
That's as tight as it gets.
And if a situation is tight like that, it's fair that the match is decided on the field of play. There shouldn't be any other
Exactly, that's the thing, man.
unbiased.
At the end of that game, they had 13 points each, 4 goals, goal difference each, bruh. Nah, man, you can't.
Yeah,
That's competitive.
If it's
that's competitive.
you must just win it on the field of
Yeah.
play.
So then
To be fair, it's competition.
So then it comes now in the match. So who's this guy? Jordan Ayew. That nigga, he goes inside the defense. he penetrates and then he's about to hit.
Yeah.
And then he shoots the ball outside. And then they say it's a corner. So that's the first mistake. That shit was not a corner. It was not supposed to be a corner. And it was so clear. You could even see it when you're that side, 100 meters away. You can see that thing is it's definitely not a corner. There were nowhere close to the ball. That guy was going in this way. His left foot didn't have the ball. The ball was on his Jordan Ayu's right foot,
and
far from the defender.
And the defender was on the
left side. That nigga moved the ball with his right foot. They said it's a corner. Like, what the fuck? And then, okay, it's fine. And they put it in the corner. And then, who is it? Is it Deruk?
Deruk, yeah.
It's Deruk. Yeah, I don't know if he touched the guy. I think he touched him a little bit. That nigga fell.
Yeah, obviously it's gonna be contact.
That nigga fell.
And the way he fell,
that guy was.
That was clear simulation.
Nah, it's simulation, bro. I was gonna give you a red card myself.
That was clear simulation.
Hey, that nigga,
that ref
is acting.
That ref didn't hesitate. As soon as that man fell,
immediately, boy, he didn't hesitate. So that was fucked up. Then they got a penalty, quality penalty from Andre Ayew, obviously. But there was a guy who was infringing the play. You know, with penalties, you have to be on the edge of the 18 areas. You don't have to go in only after.
So that's my feeling. That's my feeling about the whole thing. If you're not sure that it was a penalty, at least you'll just make sure that when the penalty is taken, no other rules are broken. Exactly. Just make sure of that, because if it was not a penalty and then the penalty is taken, and even when the penalty is taken, things happen.
We all know this, man, with
African football. Yeah.
Because I was watching the MTN8 final. I don't know if you guys watched. Then they went to penalties.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that.
That thing was a joke, man.
I saw it was a joke.
You know when they talk about an absolute joke.
It was a joke, man.
Fuck, man. Tina, we can play football and do better with the rules and all that.
But at the peak,
you know when they're taking penalty shootouts, the assistants actually come closer. So there's an assistant this side and an assistant that side.
To check the lines.
To check the lines. That nigga, who was it was Onyango.
Yeah.
Onyango literally went out of the line 1 second before the penalty was kicked.
And then he saved it.
And then, come on, man, it's a clear advantage. You're closer to the ball, so you're narrowing the angle of.
And what game was it? It's not the first time. In this
that one was the final. It was the final. Final.
And what I saw about those penalties.
Our quality in Africa.
It's just what I saw about those penalties that the game is not over until the ref says it's over. So I'm thinking in any other situation, if that was not the last penalty, or if it was not sudden death, you were going to check. They were going to check and say, let's it's a retake. Yeah. But because it was a winning penalty or it was a deciding penalty, as soon as they saved the penalty, they just celebrated. And then the people who are complaining to the ref, the other players, now it seemed like they were beat up because they lost. When it was just another penalty. It happened to be the last penalty. They lost unfairly. Yeah. That's a bad way to lose a final. Yeah, just like it's a bad way to get knocked out of the qualifiers.
So now South Africa then got dumped out because then Ghana went on to win the match 1-0, and then as you said, goals scored. They scored more goals than Bafana.
But then they appealed it.
But then now they appealed. So we're waiting for the response from FIFA.
Like South African Football Association is not that strong.
They're full of
that influence, man. Remember, the time we qualified, was it for AFCON where we beat Senegal?
Yes.
So that's what Safa is referring to as well.
But I don't think they're gonna. Even Ace Nwaba, the former referee.
Yeah, so
he wrote a detailed report.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Safa actually called him.
Apparently, it was 80-something percent.
89%. Yeah, wrong decision.
No,
I know he likes talking about wrong decisions.
Ace Nwaba is a good referee.
Yeah, he's a good referee.
But I will never the day he said Castro's a hair. When Chiefs were playing Sundowns, he said Castro's hair was the one that touched the ball that deflected it to, I think it was Nukovic.
But I think it was though. Did you watch?
I watched it. I watched it.
No, it was bad.
Hey.
Deflecting.
Come on.
Touched the ball.
Didn't touch it.
No, come on, guys.
That guy said it's the hair.
No.
It deflects hair.
You know now when you start talking about that thing, man, you make me emotional about South African football. That was the peak of South African football, bruh. Fuck, man. Football was nice in Mzansi, man. I was actually at that game that day at Loftus, I think. It was Bafana versus Chiefs versus Sundowns.
Chiefs versus
Yeah.
Sundowns,
No, man. I think he did touch the ball.
Yeah, but yeah, let's just hope. The thing
Yeah,
with
so
my feeling with
waiting on
Safa
FIFA.
is that Safa is full of politicians. If we win the appeal, it's good for us. But looking at it now, I don't know.
But-
They are not pushing. They are not pushing.
But I think the new Safa CEO is trying to push.
If we do,
They've lodged a complaint, and
Mutsepe is
FIFA
up
said
there
they
with
received.
Manje.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Mutsepe is head of KEF, so maybe they can put a
But
finger.
still-
Safa is a joke, man. Safa is a
But
joke.
my
Safa
question
is a
is, if we do get the appeal and we win the appeal, do you think we're gonna go through?
It doesn't not
we
matter.
should lose
It does not
fairly.
matter. Fairly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it does not
yeah.
matter. Because if we go out in the group
Yeah,
stages,
yeah,
it doesn't look like progress. But if we go one step to the playoffs, even if we get knocked out there, looking back the next year or the next time we need to qualify for a World Cup, it's progress. Because now any coach and the players, they know they have to just go above that. So it's
Right,
progress.
If Bafana wins this appeal, Ghana will fetch all the stars approachable parts.
They must do
Kante
that.
was injured.
Who's this guy? Pesum is not Ghanaian.
No, he's not.
No,
He's
he's
not.
not.
He's Kings from Queen.
Yeah,
So I don't myself. I don't mind. Ghana can fetch all their
Yeah, they
players.
can fetch them.
We just need a,
Yeah,
a
at
fair match. Fairly.
Get knocked out.
I don't think they can beat us, man. From the way I was seeing that.
Now, if I look at it,
Yeah.
this
Even
one
if they
is-
can
yeah,
fetch,
it's shit, but sometimes when
it's
you
okay,
play shit
man.
and you
You
get
get
results.
Nah,
results.
for me, it's shit, man. But it's okay. I mean, honestly, Katena Gomshishi.
Yeah. Then
He's a good player. He's a good player. But people have to understand. I saw people were bitter afterwards. Hey, Jali would have go.
Why?
Fuck, man.
Where
Giving
was
those
he?
guys chances, millions of chances, man.
When these boys-
Where did we get?
when
We
this-
can't even qualify for KEF with those niggas. So fuck them, man.
When these boys were
Aye.
playing every game, qualifying to reach this stage, where were they?
Where were they?
Now, because the final
we
match,
must lose
yeah, we
with
must
these
lose
boys.
with this boys.
I mean, and some funu Jali. National squad, Johnny. No, I don't want to see
What
that.
I've seen-
You see, Udoli. I also didn't want to see
Why?
him in there. But then I was like, okay.
Maybe a bit of experience, but
Yeah,
it was.
but I didn't want to see him also. I want to see those boys. I
This
don't know
current-
them. I don't know
yeah,
those
this
boys,
current-
but I mean, they did better. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did well, man. They did well.
This current crop of Bafana players, is, I think they are playing for the chase because they are
Exactly.
unknown.
Yeah,
they
those
have
boys-
nothing to prove.
yeah, they
and
have
they are
nothing-
they are just playing for the chase.
Yeah. Imagine
And
those
that's-
boys.
that's
go
good
to those
enough.
boys.
Even so, the first time seeing a South African player crying because they get.
Because they deserved it, and if you see,
I mean, those boys, they deserve to go.
South
10.
Africa
13
never
points.
cried.
13 points. Bruh,
You-
you're telling me to go
I
10, you
think
need
it was
16
that
points.
Joe Brooks.
Hmm?
That woman was crying.
because they've ended like they.
No,
they-
man,
they-
those
they-
boys, they end
Come
it.
to
Yes.
can cry.
Those boys.
Did you see the response from the Ghana FA?
Yeah.
No, I saw it was trending. I didn't read it.
I will just
Who said
summarize.
it's shit, though.
Yeah,
I
it
saw
was-
that They said South Africa must just accept if they beat them. It's not the first time.
But remember that what was this? When we beat Ghana in the first leg, Pesitao scored a legitimate goal.
They said it was
And they
offside.
said it was offside.
So it was offside.
So Ghana deserves to go out, guys.
That
Because
Ghana,
if we had scored that goal, then our goal scored would have been the same.
because I checked,
And then now we go to goal against.
I checked that appeal, the Safa appeal.
Yeah.
It was not attacking Ghana. It was the appeal was saying the ref was biased. The match officiating was biased.
Yeah, but that's what you have to do. You
Yeah.
can't attack Ghana.
And
You
then
have to attack-
the Ghana FA, they did not do that. They
attacked
attacked Safa. They said Safa is lying. They said they traveled about 9 hours from where they were booked to the match, which is not true because they only traveled for 2 hours. It was too defensive in my opinion.
And then Ghana, obviously, they told their ball boys to take time.
That's
Take their time.
what happens.
That's
No, that's what
normal
happens.
procedure.
That's what happens.
Yeah,
That one I
will
cannot complain
also
about.
coach
Yeah,
my boys
yeah.
to tell them, hey,
That's home advantage, home ground
yeah, that's the home
advantage.
ground
Yeah,
advantage.
that's
It's
what
part
you.
of home ground.
But if you overdo it, it's too much. But in that context, where it's a qualifying match,
that
it's,
one you can overdo it.
yeah. So it's just football.
Tell them, hey nigga, you need to act like you're running that side. Kick the ball to the stands.
But yeah, we'll see the outcome.
Yeah, but yeah, we're just waiting for the outcome. I'm just happy that Bafana is relevant again. People were actually behind the boys and all that. Yeah, but speaking of world,
and it was like we were all supporting them without like picking players because he's playing for Chiefs and I support Chiefs. We all don't know. Those
Yeah. And that's the good thing.
I just know there's a Pogba. Do you know him?
No,
there's a boy called Pogba.
Which one is that?
He's not that tall guy. Fuck. DC knows them, but I don't. But yeah, there's some weird things. So speaking of qualifiers, now we get into why I was so heartbroken that day.
Yeah.
And I felt shit, man. I felt like I felt like I could just the world can just swallow me. Guys, I'm not ready to I'm not ready to watch the World Cup
without a Ronaldo. Never.
I'd rather cancel it. They should rather cancel the World Cup. There's no point.
There's no point.
I remember in 2018, it was with Messi. So now I can just imagine what the guys were feeling. Hey man, fuck man.
I was here 3 a.m. watching those qualifiers, boy. When Messi scored that hat trick.
Yeah, I remember when he scored that hat trick. That day I was like, that day when he scored that hat trick, I was like, this is what
you must do.
This is what you do as a goat.
You can, even if you're not going to perform in the World Cup, at least you can. There can never be a World Cup where you are alive and can play.
You see that performance. I watched those goals. I could see that Messi wants it. He's angry. Yeah, he wants to go to the World Cup.
So they're going to.
I could see that thing. That if I'm talking about Messi being great, I would look back at that match. I don't look back at him chowing Boateng. I don't care about those things.
Okay.
I do care about
yeah, it's not.
secondary.
It's not a
for me,
moment,
that performance. I remember it was not even at home that day.
Yeah,
that thing. Fuck, man.
Yo.
The altitude. It's like I was watching that game and it's like I could feel it.
What was it?
Against
I think it was
Argentina,
Ecuador or something.
Yeah, I think it was Ecuador. Yo,
they were wearing
those
some
conditions,
orange kids.
Yeah, man.
If it was not Ecuador,
that
it
man
was.
came up. That man pulled up with a hat trick, and then now 2014, Portugal actually went to the qualifiers, just like they're going now
With Sweden.
They went to Sweden that time.
Yo, did you see?
So that time, I was not really clued up with European qualifiers. So I was just like, Portugal is through. I'm thinking how Portugal was going through what they're gonna go through.
Yeah.
Now. They were going through it then, and the man pulled up with a hat trick.
Yo.
So those are big man moments.
Yeah.
So guys, fuck man.
But I don't know how.
Now, guys,
There's a draw mostly for the
there's
Euro.
going to be a draw. 26th November next week.
And then Italy, they're also
and
there.
Italy's there.
Imagine.
But you see what the nice thing is that Italy and Portugal are seeded.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay. No, it makes sense.
I think there is a chance of them being in a group together, but there's a chance of them not being in a group together. Because I think they say there's going to be, because there's 12 teams, there's going to be 3 groups of 4. Yeah, so 4 times 3. It's going to be 3 groups of 4.
And then you can play with.
And then you
play
with
against
those guys.
Okay.
And then if you're seeded, you're going to play the semi-final at home. So I think in those groups, they're going to take out, it's 3 groups,
Yeah.
They're going to take out how many teams?
2.
It's 3 groups. So they're going to take out 3 group winners.
Wait, is it going to
And
be
then
groups
they're
again,
probably-
or it's going to be just knockout?
Yeah, it's
Because if
it's going to be
knockouts,
knockouts. Yeah,
knockouts,
so
'cause
it's
if
going to be 3 groups with 4 teams. So one group is going to have 4 teams, and then they're going to play against each other. So it's basically semi-final, semi-final, semi-final.
and then
So those 3 groups, it's going to be semi-final, 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 and then final, and then whoever wins in those 3 groups goes. So it's going to be 3 teams, 3 winners going out. So if Portugal and Italy, They need to. If you see if they rig draws, this one they need to rig it.
Exactly.
Italy.
Are we still on there?
No, but Italy is seeded, as I'm saying.
Yeah.
So they are in the same pot with Portugal. So
they cannot play
I'm not
against each
expecting them to play against each other.
But
it's
with
tricky though. They
with
might
FIFA
play
though,
each other, but
I doubt. I doubt.
don't
Kevin.
expect them to
doubt
play.
Kevin.
You-
FIFA likes to maximize the profit
guys.
and viewership, so they wouldn't want to
Yeah,
eliminate
man, you can't
one of
Ronaldo.
them.
But man, it's sport, man. Sports is supposed to be competitive. Messi was close, guys. You guys don't understand. That man was about to be out. He was close.
No, but
This close to going out. He was not gonna be part of 2018 FIFA World Cup. I mean, even if he doesn't win it,
but he must be there.
even if he gets knocked out in the group stages,
Yeah, but
you were there, bruh.
And it
You're not
increases
even
the.
going.
If you score a goal in the World Cup, it's like.
Yo, that's why I woke up at 3 to watch that game with
Yeah.
It can't be, bruh. Yo, I was super happy that time. Yo, the things I would have said to Messi fans. Yes, I was ready. Me, I was ready to grill all of them that time.
Bomb all of them.
Oh, I was gonna bomb all of them. Say, hey, man, your goal is gonna be sitting home eating
Watching.
lace. Watching. Your goal is not going to Russia, boy. I mean, I have a better chance of going to Russia than this. Imagine, well, if Portugal doesn't go through, I have a better chance of going to Qatar than Ronaldo. What will Ronaldo be doing, man? So, guys.
I must say those 12 teams, maybe it's not that.
Yeah, but it's football. It's football.
It's football, man.
It's football.
I didn't
Even
expect what happened to happen.
Yeah.
Because it was 1-0.
And it was Serbia.
And then
Imagine
it was Serbia, man.
Mitrovic.
But honestly, they were playing better than that. Because I didn't watch the match.
Mitrovic.
Yeah, Mitrovic, man. He's the one who scored last minute. Man, that man did Ronaldo things, man.
Savage is there as well.
He
Against
did
Ronaldo, man.
Against
At
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo's home.
Yeah.
That nigga's disrespectful. Actually.
Mitrovic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ronaldo thinks
The Fulham.
against
backup
Ronaldo at
strike.
Ronaldo's home.
Yes, the Fulham backup strike.
And man, that header, man.
That header was a Ronaldo header, and we were in a Ronaldo moment.
Ronaldo moment, man. I couldn't believe it. That header. So that's the status, man. Obviously, after the game, I felt shit, man. You know, even when United lost against whatever, I didn't feel the way I was feeling there, man. The World Cup without Cristiano.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it's fine if he's not there because he's injured, because he's
but not because he didn't
he's
qualify.
quit. He has retired. Not qualifying.
Yeah, that's one is
Bernardo has to pull up, man. He has to pull up.
bad.
They need to pull up.
That
those
man
guys.
is working overtime, pulling up club level.
Yo, that boy, man. That boy can play, man. But yeah, so that's the status of the World Cup. And another giant that's probably not gonna go to the World Cup is Uruguay, man.
Uruguay.
You know how we love Uruguay in the World Cup, guys.
Man.
And you know we've forgiven Suarez as a country. Did you see? We have forgiven Suarez for the 2010.
We just want to watch football.
It's not Ghana's fault.
What?
What did Ghana do?
No.
It was the referee.
Nah, bruh. No. Ghana probably paid the referee.
Probably.
Yeah, not probably. They did. They did.
Why are they being so defensive?
Those niggas, they were. That nigga was refereeing the match. He's from West Africa. Ghana is from West Africa. You don't do that.
It's like when you're watching Kev.
You can't play South Africa, Southern Africa referee, West African referee.
And then
When those two teams are facing each other,
the
you
ref
need
must be
maybe
neutral.
An Egyptian there.
Yeah.
And I think
A person from the north.
They're trying to, like, regulate or see. They want the best teams to qualify for that.
But
For the World Cup.
no, I understand.
No,
but
but do you realize Ghana?
The best team, they don't trust this South Africa.
okay. If they win like this, then it means they're not the best.
Yeah, but do you guys realize that Ghana was not in 2018?
Yeah.
They were not in Russia.
Says everything.
They didn't qualify.
It's like Cameroon, man.
Sorry.
Not Cameroon, sorry. Cote
Give me
d'Ivoire.
some water there.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah,
They didn't
so
qualify again.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it was Nigeria. It was Nigeria.
Even this World Cup, they're out.
It was Egypt. Salah was there, right? In the World Cup.
Yeah, he was
Was
there.
he there?
Because he was injured.
Yeah, he was there and he was
after
injured.
after the Ramos
so
injury.
it was Egypt. It was Tunisia. Remember, Tunisia was even, I think, number one in the country. They're a good team. I expect them to.
Then there was Senegal.
And then
Playing Boko Haram football.
And then Algeria.
5.
Yeah, it's 5 teams. It was Egypt, Tunisia, Algeria, and
Senegal and
Nigeria. Yeah. So yeah.
Senegal, you remember when they chose them because they had more yellow cards than the other team. It was level in the group, and then they said.
This thing of ours with no difference, goals, everything was the
level. They said
yellow
cards.
Yellow cards. Yeah. Fair play. I'm going to FIFA and the whole fair play thing.
And those guys were just playing.
If you don't have a lot of yellow cards, then you're playing fair.
Those guys were playing some Boko Haram
Painful,
football.
man.
They deserved it.
If you're busy kicking people in football, then you. So guys, if you let's not deviate. Uruguay, guys.
Uruguay.
Listen, guys. You know, in South America, which is where Uruguay is, they've got qualifiers obviously, and then they still have playoffs.
Yeah.
Just like Europe. So Uruguay is not in those playoff spots. So there's a playoff spot. Those guys are not there. Guys,
But I think they deserve.
painful, man.
I think they deserve it though.
To not be at the World Cup.
Yeah, who plays for you?
Suarez, man.
Who finished?
Cavani.
Not
They're
finished.
finished, but you know what, guys. You know what the thing is. No, guys. I mean, I feel like you guys.
Their squad is finished. Their squad is finished.
I agree, Brane. I agree. I feel like you guys, you don't get this. Pella, there are always those suspects you want to see in the World Cup, man. That's the thing for me. And for me, another thing for me is that this World Cup, next year's World Cup, it's going to represent an end for a lot of people. For a lot of players. Players like Abu Suarez. Next year will probably be their last. I want to see them go out, like, in a respectable manner that way, man. People are going to be signing out next year, man. Messi's going to be his last, probably Ronaldo's last.
Probably.
They need to be there, man, and sign out the proper way. World Cup legends.
In terms of that.
So next year's World Cup, it's a bit closer to heart for me. I would love to go there, man, because it's the last one of those generation of players. And then the next one is just gonna be these new boys. Mbappe and all them.
So, in terms of that, I understand. We would have liked to see Suarez and Cavani, but as a team,
for the last,
I don't think Uruguay have that.
If you're not in qualifying sports, guys, it means you don't deserve.
It means you don't deserve it.
Right.
And even those qualifiers, we're playing with those players, Bocavani and Suarez, and they're still not in the qualifying spots.
Uruguay, it's still those players
Same.
Godin.
So upcoming, it was that Arsenal midfielder comparing to Kant. Torreira, but if I know trash. There's no one upcoming.
Yeah, no, I agree, guys. I agree. But I would love to see Uruguay in the World Cup for the last time, man. I would love to see Colombia in the World Cup for the last time. And I think Colombia also is in
Argentina, Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil and Argentina.
But Argentina, I was impressed by Argentina.
Yeah, they're unbeaten.
I was impressed. They actually won convincingly most of the matches.
Convincingly, yeah.
They won against Uruguay even.
Yeah, this is. And Messi has been there. This is one of the better in terms of.
I think they are playing.
No, but
I think they're just playing.
That Messi has went to the World Cup final. I feel like
they forget.
And he carried the team to the final.
That nigga went to the
final of the World Cup. He was this close. This close, man. This close.
I remember when I was watching the match. I didn't want him to win. You know what the thing is? What I know. I do know that people don't care about runner-up. They don't.
They don't.
It's a big achievement, but they don't give a shit.
It's just like
that's why now people don't even regard. Honestly, personally, I regard that thing highly.
It's
make the World Cup
final. Yo.
So I always know in the back of my mind that Messi has won to the World Cup final.
So if it happens,
Ronaldo is not.
So if it happens,
so that thing I always say, Messi and Ronaldo have performed so highly that even when they do something, extraordinary. We are expected
Something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sometimes we don't appreciate them and they gonna
Hey,
retire.
Muna.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I remember Messi scoring that free kick against Nigeria and that. What a World Cup.
Yeah. 2014 was the one. 2014 was the one.
Oh, there was this other goal. There's this other goal I had goosebumps, man. Which goal was it?
I remember the James Rodriguez goal.
No, not that one. I mean the Messi goal.
Messi.
The one where he dribbled from the that one. He dribbled from the outside, from the left, from the right wing, obviously.
Yeah.
He went the corner, bruh. That goal. Yeah, so man, 2014. So I do agree what you're saying that Argentina is good now, but 2014 Argentina.
Maybe they're not good. But what I've seen now after they've won that Copa America, they're just playing freely. They're just playing freely now. So there's not enough pressure. Even with Messi, it doesn't necessarily post on Instagram.
Yeah.
But when he's on international duty, he normally posts. You can see he's like happy, he's free, and all of them. Now they are playing football for playing football, not to prove a point that they want to win something.
Yeah.
And if you play like that, then chances that you're going to just play football. Because remember, 2018 was a mess. 2018 was a mess. You could see they were just trying to something fast.
Because I remember they were about to be knocked out of the group stages.
They were just trying to
and then Messi came up with a masterclass, that motherfucker.
Against Nigeria.
Against Nigeria. Oh, what a goal. Remember that goal?
Over the top.
The pass, the control, first touch. Oh, you guys. Oh, class is class. Class is class, guys. Class is class. Do you see that?
Boy.
You know what my problem is, ne? I mean, I feel like sometimes people don't appreciate the art.
Boy.
That thing is artful. You see, the ball came
Over the top.
Check firstly the speed of that ball. That man, he was running. He
didn't wait for the ball.
He was running. Messi was running to the ball.
Yeah.
He was not standing still, where you can control it better when you're standing still and then you move. He was moving. He placed it here.
Yeah.
And then he had a second touch with his left. And then the third touch,
Was back of the net.
it was a chip over the goalkeeper.
Back of the
back
net.
of the net. That's class.
As much as I don't like deciding moments and games that have too much pressure, but those games, that's where you see the best players.
That's what I want to see. That's where
That's where you
I
see the
greatness.
Champions League. That's why, because every game towards the 90 minutes, or even when the game is just started, it's a deciding game. Because if you don't win it, you lose. And the best players, they perform when they're under pressure. That's what they do.
Because it's easy to perform against anyone at any time.
Because if you try that, it doesn't work out. It's fine. You are not under pressure. But when you're under pressure,
it's hard, man. You literally tremble a bit. You could feel it like with us or with whomever. You can feel it wherever in your field of work or whatever that you do.
Doing.
When you're about to do the thing that matters in your field of whatever.
With the deciding thing,
you'll feel that pressure.
Even
if
yourself.
you're about to do a presentation, if you're a student and it's a major presentation for your final year research or whatever, you feel it too.
And you are going to go above.
Yeah.
You are just going to feel that I've worked so hard, but right now I must just work harder. I must
you study the
reach
whole
another
year.
level.
That final exam.
You know everything is going to be decided now.
But now, as much as you will be comfortable, you'll feel that pressure.
But
and some people don't fail final exams because
of that.
They don't know.
They fail because
pressure.
They fail because there was just too much.
You're overthinking, or hey, I'm gonna fail and all that nonsense. So you need to keep your composure, man. So that's why, man.
But shout out to students who are writing exams.
Yeah, shout out to
students who are writing exams.
Learners as well. They've
Been
written maths though.
Yeah,
So
been there,
they should be
done
through the
that.
West. Yeah, man. So qualifiers, they were interesting, man. It was actually a nice international break. And Mina, because obviously Portugal went out, I didn't want this to end. So now I'm gonna have to wait until March for us to see if Portugal is gonna go through.
It's just it makes things easy if you qualify now because you can just play pure football for
freely.
Now, if you are if you are Italy, you are just hoping that.
Now you're fighting for
the World Cup, hey.
And you're just hoping that.
Next year match is gonna be hectic for CR7. Man.
And you're hoping that by the time those qualifiers approach again, everyone is fit.
Everyone is fit.
Imagine when you go there, then your best players they get injured.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
That's the thing about football now.
Excellent.
People get injured. Pogba is injured.
And that's why when my team is doing well, that's why I hate international football.
Pogba.
I don't mind the big tournaments, but when it's like friendlies and qualifiers,
because they're going to get injured.
But otherwise, besides from that, all the suspects are in.
It's looking like it's going to be a good World Cup so far.
Yeah, Qatar is. It should be amazing, man. As I'm saying, it's the last one of the demigods.
Don't criticize Qatar. We know, but even Bafana Bafana qualified for the 2010 World Cup, so. I'm sure there's which one is this one? Which one is this Bafana Bafana?
Hey, Qatar is gonna be at the World Cup. Weird shit. If you think about it.
Oh, also Canada. I saw.
They're number one.
They're number
one.
They're
probably gonna be at the World Cup.
And they're doing very well for themselves.
They were not part of the World Cup for the past few years.
I've never seen that.
It would be interesting.
Which group? With
Northern America, with the US.
So Davis is above Pulisic.
He's above Pulisic. But I think
and Davis is leading that team.
I think he played, man. I think Pulisic played in these qualifiers. In this international break, I think he played. Because I saw him, he was dissing someone there. Him and someone were dissing each other. So it's gonna be nice, man. Next year, around this time, we'll be getting ready.
December.
November, December. What a fucking World Cup is gonna be.
It's going to be a
blast.
It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast. You see
that
one I'm taking leave. That World Cup I'm taking leave. When it goes to knockouts, I'm taking leave.
What? Are you going to Qatar?
No.
Just to
focus. You never know, eh?
I thought maybe my boy is going to the World Cup. Pella, the tickets get released after the groups.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've done the group stages.
Yeah. We can move on to to the next one.
Yeah. So, Ole, man. I think that's the next thing.
We can move on to number two.
This man doesn't want to talk about Ole.
That one I know it's going to track. I know that it's going to track. And I'm just tired of talking about the same thing all over and over.
So you want us to talk about the Ballon d'Or?
The Ballon d'Or.
So when is it?
They are announcing on the 29th. Probably next week.
You lie.
I'm telling you.
The 29th?
Yeah, let me check for you.
Next
29 November.
26th is it's Friday.
Oh, that's Sunday.
So 29th is gonna be Monday.
I'm not sure. Maybe the Sunday, but that week.
It's close.
It's close.
But the thing is, I know that Ronaldo is not gonna win. So my problem is that Messi's
he's winning it. Where you headed first? Number 7. Number 7.
You see now. I can't be standing on track like this. Now Messi will have to win the 8th one at least. Imagine Messi retiring with 7 Ballon d'Ors. Ronaldo's jersey number 5. That's disrespectful.
Number 7. But what's your top 3? Realistically, what's your top 3?
So for me, Lewandowski, Messi, Ronaldo.
In the top 3?
Yeah.
Let's say order now. Order.
Yeah, that's my order.
Lewandowski
to win it, Messi number 2, and then CR7.
Okay.
Because I don't know, because I looked, you know how these people are.
Yeah.
I looked at the thing, and actually Ronaldo had 42 goals.
You're not vouching for Benzema. I heard the latest shout is Benzema.
Yeah. For what?
Yours truly. What are you saying?
Ronaldo had 42 goals this season. Well, this year. Messi had 42, I think 43, 42.
But you see with...
that man of Lewandowski has 62 goals. Yeah. That man deserves to win it.
Yeah, you see with Messi and Ronaldo, they just set standard that there are too high. So even if you score 42 goals...
42 goals is a lot, guys.
But
for niggas who are 37 years old, Ronaldo.
Let's hear yours truly, what is he saying?
So for me, it's that. Lewandowski, Messi, Ronaldo, number 3. For you?
For me, it's
fuck you. Why is Messi supposed to win it? Because he won that fucking nonsense of South America.
That one I don't care. Even if it's Ronaldo, doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything, man. The number one is the one that matters.
Runners up.
So for you?
But no,
For me,
Ronaldo is not. They're gonna Murray, Jorginho, something.
Yeah, Ronaldo might not be top 3, but yeah.
for me, it's going to be Messi, Lewandowski, and Jorginho number 3.
I guess.
But what I would, I understand that if you are in a, you see, if you're the top 3, there's Messi or there's Ronaldo. There's no way Messi doesn't win, or there's no way Ronaldo doesn't win. So that's how I'm just going on the Messi way, because there's just no way there's Messi.
But if
and
there's
two
Messi
other
and
players,
Ronaldo,
then it can be either of them. So if there's Ronaldo, Lewandowski, I don't care who else is there. If there's Ronaldo in that list, the final 3, it just deserves it. I understand you have scored so many goals, but he deserves it.
Lewandowski deserves it over Messi also.
So I'm saying I understand in terms of the goals that he has scored,
man.
but if you are against Messi or if you're against Ronaldo, there's just no way you'll win.
Because if you
So
think about Ballon d'Or, that thing, is it for the season or for the year?
For the year. But what happens is that most of the trophies are won during the year, so you can play.
Yeah.
So when you say you have won what?
When the trophies are won.
Because you win the trophies around May and.
Because
Yeah.
Lewandowski deserves to win a Ballon d'Or.
You
guys.
see now that
they robbed
now
that nigga,
now
man.
that is not swinging Ronaldo's way. They say when it was Ronaldo's way, they say we won the Champions League, we won what. But now that is not Ronaldo.
It's like, okay,
Goals.
you see, this is Neymar's fault.
Yeah.
Neymar was supposed to fucking win that thing.
Yeah.
He went there and he tried his count to that boy. Yes,
Oh,
yes. Now we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Argentina was fighting.
But also, I just feel like it would be unfair for Messi to have waited so long for an international trophy with the squad that he was playing with, and then it's just overlooked because it's another trophy. Do you know the penta that he was going to get if he didn't win that trophy?
No, guys.
So he
Yeah,
must
I
also
understand what
the
you're saying.
gratitude as
No,
well
but
must be ready for
7
it.
Ballon d'Ors. 7.
This one,
7-5, man.
this one is
too much.
this one is cool.
7-5 is too much. But you know, like the next person after 5 is 3. But guys, my boy deserves better, guys.
But
If it was 7-6, okay.
what I wouldn't mind is Lewandowski, because Lewandowski deserves it. Like, he deserves it. He has scored a lot of goals. So,
But we know, man, it's captains and coaches who vote. So those motherfuckers
let's
are
move.
gonna vote for Messi.
let's move on, man. But,
But
yeah, number 7.
As I'm saying,
Number 7.
I wish Messi doesn't win it.
Number 7.
I wish he doesn't win it, honestly.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, but it's probably going
It's
to
probably
win
going
it.
to win it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna win it.
What I didn't want to happen was a Jorginho to win it, or because if you're a Jorginho, then you win the Ballon d'Or. 16 years later or a decade later, when you talk about best midfielders of this era, there's no, you don't mention Jorginho. And if I
When you
Yeah,
talk
but-
about
but-
best
but-
midfielder of this era,
but-
as great as he is, Mara,
He doesn't deserve to be there. Exactly.
it
I understand.
deserves to be there, but it doesn't deserve to take credit that is the only midfielder that won the Ballon d'Or amongst all the midfielders that we've seen.
They were better than him.
They were better than him.
I understand what you guys are saying. That's true. But if it's a mediocre year, it's a mediocre.
Yeah, it's a mediocre.
This year was mediocre.
Yeah, and all the COVID
So, out of the
disruptions.
mediocres-
Yeah.
Who's the best mediocre?
Number 7.
Fuck!
mediocre with the Inquisition.
Georgina is a Champions League and an international trophy, man.
He
Okay.
won that BTEC AFCON.
Georgina can win it for all I care. shit.
Exactly. Let's
Yeah.
move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, I see you wanna talk about fullbacks.
Oh, we can talk about Ole just quick before we end
Ole
it.
is still at United, guys. That nigga is gonna finish the year.
You see,
He's gonna finish the season. Man.
yeah, they are
That's
looking
what
to
I
do.
say.
They are looking to do that. Personally, I don't blame Ole.
Yeah.
Even myself, I was not going to be. If it was me, I was not going to leave my dream club where I'm a legend.
Fair.
There is no way I was going to do that.
But
The fault is not his. The fault is the board's fault. Imagine you are managing Real Madrid as incompetent as you are in terms of coaching,
yeah.
but if they give you that dream and they let you continue and try everything, something every week, you'll never say no. So I don't blame Ole. At this point, I don't blame Ole. You've lost 5-0 against Liverpool. You've also lost 2-0 against City, playing dismally. So you see now,
I also
whatever they need to
I
do.
agree with you. No one is just gonna go out there and quit their job.
There is no way.
No one is just gonna do that, and especially if it's your dream job. Obviously.
Yeah, and there's no way. And there's no way that they are not hearing the noise that is there.
Yeah.
They are just ignoring.
My only problem is that nigga doesn't want to learn. You can't do that.
No,
man.
but you cannot learn on the job. That's what it is. You cannot learn.
No,
on
but
the
in this
job.
case you have to, because you don't know shit. So you may just as well attend classes and prove yourself. Because I need you have the job security.
ADU tats.
So go to ADU and improve yourself, man.
But this thing,
It can't be that when you're constantly losing with McFred and you constantly play them. That doesn't make sense for me.
That topic is just exhausted. Like,
I mean, if there's something that is not working and you constantly trying to solve that thing the same way, and it still doesn't work.
but
Even if you don't have to be rocket science or you don't have to be
just try something new.
You have to know Liwe and Ori, you have to try something new. Especially when you have the tools to try something new. Guys.
I always feel like, football teams reflect the coach. If the great coaches,
Yeah,
there's
you're right.
personality
You're
reflects
right.
it.
You're right.
We can see the high intensity.
Yeah.
You can see,
You can
and
see
you're
to
right.
him.
You're right, boy. You're right.
Simeone, you can see.
You're
you can
right,
see,
you're
yeah.
right, you're
Even
right.
their boys, even his boys, yeah. No, that's true. So
You have
it's
said,
all
you have said it. You have said it very well, boy.
all
You have
that
said it
nice
very
guy.
well. Because when you look at a Mourinho Madrid, you could see those players were there, Pepe, Kedira. You could see what they're playing for.
Because
Now
that
it's
man-
like,
Yeah, that's true, man.
yeah,
That man of Conte went there to Spurs. He told them no Coke,
no Coke,
no Sprite there,
no
no fizzy drinks. That's it.
no ketchup.
No ketchup. So there's no McDonald's. That's
Yeah.
all they would never do that.
In terms of Manchester United, man, I'll just wait for it when it happens. When my team play, I will support them. If they win, good for them. But I have no hope for this team under Ole's reign.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
it.
Yeah, I've also given up.
Yeah. Well, we can just support, but in terms of us challenging for trophies or anything, the best we can do is not even top 4. I don't think we even top 4 is attainable. But the best we can do
I
with
think
Ole
we
is
have to
top
do
4.
top 4.
That's the best we can do.
Yeah, because
with Ole.
Europa, guys.
Going back to
I wanna
Europa.
see this. Hey, angifuni them.
And
Europa.
Europe.
Hey, that thing is the pit. The
It's
pit.
the whole season. And
The
you know
pit.
because it's your team.
That thing is the pit of European football. Fuck, man.
And when you check, when the season ends, there is a possibility that we're not going to have Ronaldo is going to leave. Pogba, okay, maybe not
Where's
Ronaldo.
gonna go?
Maybe not Ronaldo. Pogba may leave.
Now the things. Yeah, Pogba must leave.
Van de Beek is obviously leaving. If Ole is still, if Ole is still there, he's leaving as well. Cavani is definitely leaving.
Yeah,
And I heard Mourinho also wants to sign Dalot as well. So all this building that we're trying to do is gone. Just because he can sign him, but I don't think
you can take him in
yeah.
2 minutes, fine. And no Fred, free even.
Federico,
Can
Freddy
even
the
release
Red.
him from his contract.
Freddy the Red.
Don't need to pay him out. Release him out of the contract. Take him. That. Mtateni no left foot yakhe mfana lo.
What about Elo menu? You know the coach? What's this coach? Of Ajax.
Eric Ten Hag.
Ten Hag.
It's
I
probably.
like the way.
Because
They will never appoint the him.
me, honestly, I didn't even want Zidane for the United job. But it's okay,
Right
he's
now,
proved himself. But, guys, that job is too big. I wanted Conte there.
You see the way.
I wanted Conte there.
You see, I like.
I knew with Conte's strong enough, man.
Yeah.
That job is too big, man.
You
Because
see-
at Madrid, Zidane.
Yeah, he was even bullied
was
around.
good, but-
he was bullied around. Even
he had
that
a
board
good team
also
there.
tried to bully him. That Madrid board. So with the Manchester United job, I get that Ajax coach is good. He's good.
Yeah,
But-
it's just a matter of we
But
manage that manage.
but also you see right now we don't. I feel like the fan base as it is, we just want a trophy as soon as possible.
Yeah,
And with him, he still needs to get his players, he still needs to get his systems, and he still needs to adapt to the Premier League as good as he is.
he
And
wasted that time on Ole.
We want success.
We just
Overnight
want-
success.
now it's over to
We want
even now.
Overnight success.
Now
Tina.
we want because we have all the tools.
Yeah, man. We want overnight success. We're tired of this thing of building. Building for what?
Building for what? If you're not going to win anything.
Build that house in 2 days and let it fall off
Yeah.
in a year. It's fine.
As long as we're going
As
to
long
have
as
this
I've
house to
lived
sleep.
in it. I've lived in it.
Imagine you're building a house for 3 years. You haven't even slept.
Okay.
You haven't even
And that
used
time
it.
after 3 years, it's still a 2-room. 3 years to build a 2-room. Yeah.
That time.
Right. Rather build me a down story. and
That
then
time
it
Chelsea
falls
are
off.
busy with building one rooms everywhere, but they are sleeping in them.
Hey, man. Exactly.
Tino never build.
Never build. They just
Never build. You guys, you just overnight success.
We were trying with
You were trying with Lampard. You gave me that guy was given more than enough chance.
Except,
But,
I think we can
it's not
just
good
go
enough. But
to the predictions now. It's the last 10 minutes, so it's the
Yeah.
last 10 minutes. Let's keep it short.
the Premier League is back.
mentioning Gutu Daniel versus back.
We can just,
he's
as,
back.
as an honorable mention at the end.
Daniel Benz is back at Barcelona, man. I don't know why people
Good
are
for
so
Barcelona.
excited. He's old, man.
Good for Barcelona.
But I don't think
He's not there to play.
Only
Yeah,
He's not there to
yeah.
play.
If he's not there to play, then okay. Come on, man.
What I will be
That man is a
disappointed in.
defender. Yeah. 38.
What I'll be disappointed in is if we rely on him. I think he's there for the atmosphere in the dressing room and just to make players believe, just for a good atmosphere.
You see what me I wanna see? I want to see all this shenanigans of Barcelona. I want to see it
Europe.
fail. I want to see this shit fail. Because now they're thinking of bringing Iniesta back. I'm like, what the fuck? They're trying to bring Puyol back. What are they trying to assemble that? It's over, guys. It's finished. What is there now is trash.
It's trash. It's trash.
Whatever that is there now, it's trash. And I mean, I would love to see it fail, Shem. I would love to see Dizimani fail. These people, they're crazy. They think if you bring Iniesta, you bring Xavi, Iniesta is not even going to be a great coach, man. Guy's too quiet.
Yeah, sometimes you can see that.
And he's too good.
Even Uzi,
He's
that's
too
why-
good, he's too quiet.
That's why sometimes I'm still not convinced with Zidane because when I see him, I'm like, no, man.
You remember when Ronaldo scored that goal? Even Zidane was surprised. Was like, hey, this man can do this thing.
So, man, I'm just
That's also my
looking forward-
feeling with
Just looking forward to seeing Xavi fail. Just want a white boy to fail there at Barcelona.
such pure evil.
Yeah!
In Xavi's case, I can maybe see, maybe he might be.
Yeah, that's my problem. He might be good, man. Fuck.
Yeah, he
I'm
might
not
be.
saying he's going to be great for Papa.
Yeah.
Might be.
No, I do see him being good. But
like,
I
you
would
remember-
love to see him fail. That's what I'm saying.
Pep came from nothing.
Yeah,
He came from
Pep was
nothing.
dangerous.
I'm not saying it's but it's also you see it's easier to
Pep
to
was
tolerate a
dangerous,
coach if you are playing according to what you want to play, even if the results are not coming. But as long as you are playing according to what you want to see, and I think if Xavi can play the way that Barcelona wants to play, then he can buy himself a lot of time. Because if Koeman stayed so long with some Boko Haram football he was playing, then
Xavi is going to have a lot of time.
and also he's a legend, a much more recent legend than Koeman is. So he's much fresher to
they
the
love
fans
their
now.
minds and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah. So I think
But
maybe
what I do want to see, though, is Messi going to go back.
no. He said he was going to go back as part of the board or
He's not going to
something.
go back to play.
Nah, I don't
He
think
go
so.
back in January next
Nah,
year.
no, I don't think
next
so.
season.
There's still no money there. So
No, but he might go back. He doesn't care about the money.
yeah,
I doubt.
we don't
It
have
would
a
be
man.
interesting if he leaves and he goes there to play again.
I think could be probably just to sign off, maybe.
What do you think?
I don't
What
really,
would you do?
I don't really like teammates now. One is the coach and one is the. I'm not saying
It
it's
doesn't
bad,
know. It
but
doesn't
I
work. You know,
I
most
don't
of the
like
time.
that.
Because I think Messi
all
would.
the time Lampard came and they told Luis, fuck off.
It just makes sense. You cannot play.
Because
with,
do you think it's better for Xavi to build with Messi helping him, obviously on the pitch, or it's better for him to just build without Messi?
It's
So
be-
that he
It's
doesn't
better
have
to
issues.
It's better to play without Messi, yeah.
Messi was too
Yeah.
dependent on him.
Yeah.
It's like Chelsea and Hazard.
So Messi comeback story.
No one.
It's finished.
No.
He must retire. He must
Yeah,
retire
yeah.
wearing number 30.
Yeah, it's okay, man. It's okay. It was always.
Still gonna go and play.
Playing in a farm.
Yeah, maybe it was not going to be the perfect way to sign out, but you must just
Still
accept.
playing Argentina and Ronaldo and Sporting there, and we're gonna be watching.
I think Messi is gonna go from the Eiffel Tower to Buenos Aires.
That man's going to go and play in there.
Hey, bro, that man's going to date me at the Eiffel Tower. There's no Eiffel Tower there in Argentina. It's trash there. But sometimes when you think about signing players and all that, it's also about environment, lifestyle, and all that. But I think Messi is okay with.
I saw
Argentinian
Van Gaal said
lifestyle.
Van Gaal said he was trying to sign Muller for 84 million pounds, but his wife was saying no.
Manchester is trash.
I said it's too much rain there. So you're right. Signing
Yeah,
a
it's
player
also-
is more than just
It's more than just because
Yeah.
it's their lives.
it's
guys.
their lives,
It's,
it's their families, it's
it's
everything.
families.
Yeah.
That's why people prefer to move to the London teams because London
Yeah.
is the place to be rather than Liverpool
Messi side.
or Manchester. But I think Manchester is a bit better, but
Messi side.
London would always be a
Trash.
Only one club, proper club you can go to. Can't go to Spurs if you are a proper player.
If you're a proper player, you go to London, go to West Brom.
Oh, now there's content. Go to Fulham.
So let's check in the fixtures. No,
Yeah,
let's check the
so
fixtures.
this weekend is a Bamba weekend, man.
No,
Premier League is back.
The Premier League is back
Yeah, it's back.
with a bang.
Yeah, I'm excited, but that
It's still
Ronaldo
on
thing
there.
at the World Cup,
Okay,
It's
I'm
still-
impressed.
it's still at the back of my head. So let's start Chelsea. That's the first game
Yo, it's a big one.
at King Power.
Tuchel Ben football is back.
Tuchel versus Brendan Rodgers.
Oh
There
yeah.
was rumors that he might go to United. I don't want him at United. That guy.
I think he's the one that can do it at United. That's what I think.
I mean, I've liked to Brendan since.
I think he's the one that can do it. Out of all the coaches that we have, even a Pochettino, I think Brendan Rodgers he has turned Leicester to
Rodgers
that team.
was coaching that Liverpool with Suarez.
Yeah, from nothing.
Suarez
Do you remember that Liverpool from nothing? Even before he even knew.
Gerrard sleep one.
Yeah.
That's why we took the entire set.
Yeah. And you remember before that Liverpool was not irrelevant. They started being relevant after they
After
slipped.
that, yeah.
So I mean I know he was coaching Liverpool, but it's not like he's their legend or something. I just want trophies every after 2 weeks. Or monthly.
Anyways, yeah. So I doubt it's gonna come, but yeah, Leicester versus Chelsea, man. It's gonna be a good game. It's at King Power. I think Chelsea's still gonna win.
And Leicester win.
Leicester is not really good.
And Leicester win. I feel like
I think Leicester is gonna
I feel
win.
like after the international break, it's a good time to reset.
Yeah,
Even if you're on a winning streak or a losing streak,
it doesn't matter.
after the international break, you're starting afresh. Like
Yeah.
it's a fresh start.
Winning streak. Last game we draw against the Spain. I'm so pleased.
Yeah, but I think Leicester's
So
going
you
to
think-
win.
what is
But
score?
regardless of the results, it's just going to be a good game of football.
Yeah, it is gonna. But Chelsea, man, is so negative.
Watch out for Harvey Barnes if he does play.
Is he back?
If he does play. Yeah, in his last game he came in as a sub
Yeah,
and
that
changed
boy
the
can
game.
play.
Harvey Barnes.
Harvey Barnes can play.
Rashford is
That
dreaming.
boy can ball.
Rashford is dreaming to be that. He's dreaming.
Yeah, that's what was
Rashford is just
You predicted what? Chelsea win.
Yeah, I think Chelsea will win 2-1.
2-1 for Leicester. What are you saying?
I'm gonna dismantle them.
Oh, okay.
This man is a blue man. This man is a blue man.
It's a 2-0 win for us.
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard to score against us.
yeah, it is.
Hey,
Even
Yeah.
Bad,
that's what I like about managers that have a plan. It boils down to that we cannot, maybe we are not good offensively, but there is a foundation that we're building on. If we are building on defense, good enough. If you are Klopp, you are building on attack. That our defense is not good, but we can score 4 goals a match. It's a good foundation to start with, not just playing and hoping who's going to score today.
I think I've said it before. What I like about this current Chelsea, as much as people say we are defensive, well, if you are scoring goals and the goals are coming from everywhere in the field, I'm happy. Fine, we bought Lukaku, is not our
The go-to man.
clash moment.
If he scores, well, Lukaku is at Chelsea. I haven't forgotten.
Yeah,
it's
it's
done.
a long time.
But we're still winning. That's good enough.
James with Mooring braces.
Rest James.
You see, Rich James. Okay, that's a
it's
topic for
another week. Yeah. Watford versus United. It's at Watford.
United are going to win this one, I feel.
It's a win for United.
Yeah.
I hope United wins 2-0.
Yeah, because if they're not going to fire that man, they might as well just win so that.
Yeah, this one they can win it. Against Chelsea must chow us.
And then Arsenal must do their Lord's work. You see, if you get shot by Arsenal, that's when they must.
Then
They must just sign out. Because Chelsea, they are going to chow us. I know that. Because Chelsea have a good structure and have a good team. And it's going to win on the 28th of November.
But, there was this it was last season. Always United. I was afraid of the team on the counter. Yeah, but when you have the ball against them, that's when I knew United is dangerous.
But you see, maybe for Chelsea fans they are scared. But I can tell you, a lot of United fans, they don't like that thing. They don't like that when we're playing the top 6 or the underdogs. It's not a good feeling. Yeah, even if you win because we're playing on a counter attack, it's not a good feeling. You must go there to win the game. Fair and square. Aish. Just for vibes. Make Fred to the rescue.
My friend back again.
Back again. Man.
They're not playing delay this week.
Just
from South America.
Can it delay it?
Then there's already in Watford.
It's already there.
It's already in the stadium.
Already warming up.
Was Thiago Silva playing for Brazil?
I didn't check.
I didn't watch the game. He's playing Brazil.
Even the tackle things for him was okay. We play him 1-2 games in the team.
But you see what Chelsea are doing with Silva. It's almost what I think Barcelona want to do with Alves. Because when you look at Chelsea, he's still a good defender, Silva, but he's there to nurture the other defenders, to nurture all the other defenders. If he plays, maybe he can play all the tough matches. But if he doesn't play, you can see that the other defenders have learned something from him.
But that guy and Tuchel's story is amazing, man. Those niggas, they love PSG because of lack of Champions League.
Yeah, then they wanted to get
it.
And they won it.
Renew his contracts in time, and when they wanted to renegotiate, they had already.
And then they won the Champions League at Chelsea, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's what good coaches do. That's what good coaches do.
And the game of the weekend, Liverpool versus Arsenal.
Is it? When it's Liverpool versus Arsenal, I remember.
It looks straightforward.
I remember that no look Bobby Firmino goal. You remember that no look Bobby Firmino goal? Firmino is disrespectful, guys. But that's the Firmino that I like.
But I think now Arsenal.
That confident Firmino. Yeah,
Firmino is class.
Firmino
he's Brazilian, that boy. You can tell.
No look. And I think they shot Arsenal 4-0 in that game or something. No look good.
Arsenal have been getting raped there. Anfield. So this time, I think they'll do better.
No, I think Liverpool are going to win, and that's what I think.
Yeah, Liverpool will win because it's Anfield again.
Salah to the score sheet.
But I think it will be respectful.
Not just dismantle them.
I know Liverpool are going to.
Teta is gonna try, guys.
It's going to be.
I think Liverpool will win 3-1.
It's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be a 2-goal margin or more. So you're right.
Not more. No, 3-1 is okay, guys. That's a getting fun. No, 3-1 is okay. But United got 5 from Liverpool.
But it's United.
3-1 is okay. 3-1 is okay. So I think Arsenal will lose 3-1.
Other than the goals, when I watch football, you see the goals. They show you how the match went most of the time, but sometimes they don't reflect what was happening on the match, the nature of the match. Yeah. So even if Arsenal lose 3-0, I would just like to see them play with some confidence and some conviction to what they want to do. they may even win if they play their cards
Yeah,
well.
but yeah, they can. Because, yeah, well, I was watching Liverpool against what match? What was Liverpool last match?
Where they drew, I think.
I saw that, yeah, well, on the counter, I've been seeing those with, hey, they're pretty vulnerable, basically.
Yeah, on the counter. Yeah, on the counter. They're playing Brighton.
Oh yeah.
They're playing
you're right.
Brighton. Yeah.
Yeah,
On the
you're
counter,
right.
you can.
Yeah, 'cause they-
you
they-
can hurt them.
They push everyone
'Cause
too much.
this
They
week-
push the
they push too
fullbacks.
much.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
week we didn't talk about the previous game week because
Yeah.
West Ham child Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh, it was West Ham.
Yeah, it was
I
West
remember
Ham
that
who child
Brighton
it.
game.
Yes,
Yo,
yes.
yo.
Yo, West Ham was too hot, guys. Yo, West Ham is too hot. Yes, yes.
Yeah, West Ham.
Yes,
And I'm going to say this again.
Yeah, those niggas
If
are hot,
if
hot,
David
hot.
Moyes had never managed United, he was going to be the one that we're going to call for him now. And with this incompetent United board, I know very well that the next manager that they are going to appoint is going to be the wrong one. Because they've waited so long and Conte is gone, and then now it's just not going to be the right one out of all the options that are going to be there that time.
Yeah, so the last one is Spurs Leeds. Spurs
Spurs.
need a win.
Spurs.
They need a win. They haven't won in a long time, and I think they haven't even hit a shot on target those years.
Yeah.
So it's bad. Spurs versus Leeds. This is Conte's second game in the league.
I would have said,
Should be interesting.
I think Leeds are not hitting last season's level, so
And it's at Tottenham.
Yeah, so-
Stadium.
probably a throw. Call it as a throw, 1-1.
I think this is going to be a good match.
Yeah, it's gonna
Is
be
it
a
Monday
great
night?
match. No, it's not.
I was hoping it's Monday night.
Yeah, it's
Monday
Champions-
night for
oh, fuck, man,
Champions
it's Champions
League.
League next week.
I know it's fine.
Yeah, that's why we don't have Monday night. But yeah, so I think Spurs will win 2-1. Hurricane seems back. Well, they were playing shit teams, England, but hopefully that
I think
boosts
Conte
his
has not
confidence.
figured it out yet.
Yeah, he definitely hasn't.
Yeah.
Definitely hasn't.
Yeah.
It takes like,
Yeah, go for Leeds win.
yeah.
At least 5
Leeds
games.
has been trash, man. Trash.
Trash. Leeds have been trash.
Leeds has been rubbish. They can even leave for like if it's for Bentley. I'd rather have Bentley than Leeds.
Yeah,
I've said
Bentley's
this.
not going here as long as Sean Dyche.
I've said this a lot of times. I'd rather have Leeds go. Bentley is very essential for the Premier League. Very, very essential.
You like Berlin?
That's a test, man. That's a test of fire, man. You know you're gonna be tested when you go to Turf Moor. It's different.
Yeah, it's a different test.
Yeah, it's a different test, man. You need that guy who's just gonna put everyone except for Yavi for Barnes.
Yeah.
Chris Barnes.
Ashley Barnes.
Ashley Barnes. Chris Wood.
Yeah. Those are the only guys who are gonna be up top and they'll creep in a goal.
One
Things
cross.
will be very awkward for you.
I think we
Yeah, things will be very, very awkward.
I
But
think we
yeah.
can conclude this one.
Yeah, we can
it's
call
a-
it an
it's a-
episode, guys.
It's a good one.
We're gonna have another episode next week.
And next week we're coming with a guest. So,
Yeah.
so just to
We have a
get
guest.
another opinion on the pod.
Yeah, this guy
Just
is,
to
this
treat-
guy who's coming is also biased.
Okay.
Just like us.
But it's just nice to get a different bias
Yeah.
to be challenged.
It's
you
still
know.
there.
So if you
The man is gonna gun us down.
or if you get it, if you don't get it,
Good about it.
I know it's been a good one.
Peace, guys.
Danko.